So, hello. So today we have Anshuman. So, hi Anshuman.
Hello everyone.
So let's start with
Hi.
our basic intro. So, yep,
Okay. So, hello everyone. I am Anshuman. I am a final year undergraduate in aiagentala and an upcoming software engineer at Google.
awesome, awesome.
So yeah.
So upcoming at Google. So that Google tag. Okay, fine, awesome. We'll be coming to that later on. But let's start with some spicy questions on AI. That
All
is,
right.
when will AGI be achieved? Like, when will it come? AGI, that is
Okay.
artificial general intelligence.
Yeah. So, of course, there is a lot of hype and marketing going on. So, but I don't think so that it is that far away.
Okay.
Like previously, we thought about being 20, 30 years away from AGI, but that might not be the case right now. The way things are changing, it might be in half the time, I guess. So yeah,
Like, you are giving a
it is.
prediction, or is it like?
No, it's just my opinion, not a prediction.
So I guess no one means no one knows like when will this come and how will the
Yeah, of
coming
course.
years to be like, means how will be the coming years likely.
Yeah, yeah.
But
And there
yes.
are like there is a lot of marketing and hype as well.
So yeah,
The
that
tweets
will be
from
our
some of
next
them.
question. So yeah, we'll be coming to that.
Okay.
So
All right.
okay, so yeah, let's start with the next question itself. So um Linus Torvalds. So everyone knows him. He is the great Linus Torvalds. So
Yeah.
he has been telling like AI is 90% marketing and 10% reality. So what
Okay.
views you have on it? Like what views you
I
have?
guess, of course, there is there's room for marketing as well, but I don't think so. It's just 10% reality, the way it's changing right now, the course of world. There are a
Okay.
lot of tools like the IDEs, like Cursor, Windsurf, and all. And there are companies are also using like AI for code migrations as well. So yeah, it's not in the like it is becoming a reality day by day.
Like I don't know about the other fields, but in IT
Mm.
space, it's having like it's
Yeah.
covering a lot of use cases. Like we have been
Yes.
engineers have been so much faster than before, like using AI, and those who are still not using AI, I guess they are totally foolish. So yeah, like
Okay.
we should have use, but to a certain extent, and also the responses given provided by the AI, they should the responses should not be directly integrated to the code.
Hmm.
They should be properly understood. Like what I see
Exactly.
the beginners doing, like they
Yeah.
just do vibe coding. Like yeah,
Yeah, that's
before
that
that
vibe
we
coding is very dangerous.
yeah, so before that we want to know what is vibe coding.
Yeah, so vibe coding is when you don't know about code or you do know about code, but you are totally dependent on AI to write the whole stuff for you.
Yeah.
So basically that, and of course I would never suggest beginners to vibe code actually.
Yeah.
Like you can use GPT to learn the stuff. For example, if you don't know how to integrate a database into your application, it's you can just go over like the LLMs and ask them to actually teach you how to do it.
Yep.
But using Control C, Control V wouldn't cut it.
Also nowadays
So
though
yeah,
cursor gives like they even don't have to do control C control V. They just ask and
yeah, of course.
they'll accept the whole
Yeah,
thing done by A. They'll accept. That's all.
yes.
Like there is
Yeah,
cursor.
that's
So,
and that is so dangerous. Like there are so many security vulnerabilities out there. The aeroplane simulator game,
yeah, yeah,
that
yeah.
happened.
There have been
Yeah,
so many
so
posts on Twitter like
yeah, yeah.
there have been vibe
They
coded
are
and something
building
went
anything
wrong.
right now using AI. Yeah,
Even
and then it's
even
just a fairy tale before that small security vulnerability or
yeah,
bug
yeah.
that just
Even
brings down the whole system.
even I saw like people cracking the subscription of the product because there was no security, like
Exactly.
no, not that great security. So
Yeah, exactly that.
so it's kind of fun to see the posts, But yeah, but it's like dangerous, of course. So
Yeah,
uh, coming to like the AI market being so much like the companies adapting the AI so faster. Like every company I see that's adapting to AI, like bringing some AI features in their products. Like, what do you feel like this thing? The company should bring up AI, or else they lose the game. So even Google,
I guess.
Google,
Yeah,
they were been so much behind the AI thing, but they stop their other projects. Like you will be working on Google, so you will be knowing. But still, I'm discussing that they stopped all their projects and focused majorly in AI. And they brought up this so much good models now. Like we have Gemini 2.5 Pro, so which is the best model
yeah,
currently. So yes, what do you think? Like companies should adapt to this AI space, or else, yeah. What do you think?
yeah. Of
What
course.
thoughts you have?
Yeah. So, because of AI, there are AI is changing the world rapidly right now. So from code migrations to development tasks, everything can be automated using AI. But the subtle thing to notice is what can be automated. The repetitive tasks that the senior engineers or developers or the experienced developers they think about monotonous, all the monotonous stuff that can be automated from AI. And of course, big companies like Google as well. But I wouldn't say that they have just joined the race right now, the LLM wars that are currently going on.
Not right
The
now, yep, of course.
yeah, they have been working on it like for a long, long time.
Yeah.
And as you know, the basic foundation of LLMs, the transformers and everything, it was
Given
from a
by.
research paper from Google.
True,
Yeah.
true, true. So
So
Google
yeah,
DeepMind,
of
yeah.
course, they have been working on it for far too long, and
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
so
Awesome, awesome,
that's it.
awesome. So, okay, so yeah, we had a nice talk with AI. So our next question will be like, you have worked in one internship before, so I would
Yeah,
like to know,
I have worked
like,
with you.
okay, okay, so that was Yapcha Softwares. We have been
Yeah,
working together. So yeah, I have a question like, how is like working in a like software company is different from working on self projects? How is it different?
yeah. So the major difference that comes in while working on self projects and working in a software company is when you are on self projects, you decide everything on your own, like those architectural decisions, the system design, and the code. You write that from scratch. So like you are the judge, jury, and executioner over there.
Yep.
But it is not like that when you are working in a team and who are working in companies. So you need to brainstorm stuff. You need to arrive at architectural decisions, not just take them. And even after arriving at some decisions, you need to communicate them over to the different teams or
Of
members of
course.
the same team as well. So yeah, that's the fun part of working
Yeah, like
in a software company.
I still like remember that we have been discussing like the whole team been coming together and discussing which approach to be like approach
Yeah,
would we should be good for this feature. Like the our seniors are coming that
yeah,
telling that this solution is not good enough, and this and that, and we also contributing that we also have something new to the house that's currently
yeah,
been using. So it's the discussion, like it's also the important thing and also the fun part. So I totally
yeah, yeah.
enjoyed the
Exactly.
discussions.
The learning curve is
Also the learning
awesome
curve.
over there. Like, we can just learn everything on the go with hands-on practice as well, and
Of course.
from the best people around
Yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, yeah,
Of course.
that's the
So
best and the best experience and the fun part while working in a team as well.
also like pushing to the code from our branches and then merging
Yeah,
that to the main branch. So yeah, that's
yeah,
a separate kind of like when the code our code gets merged, that's a separate
a
kind of
separate level of satisfaction.
satisfaction.
Yeah,
So yeah, like I've been enjoying that, of course.
yeah,
So okay, fine, fine. So coming to our next question, that is, you have been doing ML core like in the beginning, as I know, but you switched to ML with like full stack stuff. So how did this switch happen? And yeah, like you have some opinions, and yeah, you could share.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely loved machine learning as well. I still do.
Okay.
The thing is, I shifted like while I was learning ML, like I was curious about how actually things worked. I didn't know how like what are HTTP requests,
Okay.
what are RESTful APIs, how to fetch data, then how does the front end work? Then how do we get data from the back end, then show it to the front end? How we choose over databases as well. So I didn't know that stuff back then, and that made me like I was curious a lot. So from then on, I switched to the full stack uh, role as well. But like of course, I love ML and I really want to learn that. So yeah, I'm kind of learning as well.
Like those who know AML from beforehand, so they have been like having a fun time now because the LLMs, the AI space is
Yeah,
more familiar to them, I would say. It's
yeah,
not about core ML, I would say. The current AI is not about core ML, I would say, but still they are
yeah.
much more familiar with that, right? What do
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah, exactly. The knowledge that comes in while learning ML, it surely does help with the current scenario as well.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
of course, it comes in pretty handy when building some things related to AI as well. When you are using models, for example, we did go to a hackathon, right?
Yeah, of
So
course.
over there, we used YOLO, and my knowledge in ML came in pretty handy. Though I was in full stack at that time.
And though the judge was our judgment was not that great enough in the
Yeah, but our
finals.
product was great, of course. Our
Yeah.
product was great.
Okay. Oh, fine, fine. So yeah, uh, we had a great time in the hackathon.
Yeah, yeah,
You have been pushing code.
unparalleled.
You have been pushing code to the ML side of thing, and we have been connecting with NG Rock stuff. So
Yeah,
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 like
yeah. A lot of we did a lot of stuff together.
awesome, awesome that was. So yeah, so we got to know that why you switched them full stack. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's very much needed in the current space because uh, an engineer would more likely to connect to the whole team if she knows more better about the full stack architecture, at
yeah.
least the architecture. So
Yeah, yeah,
yep.
exactly. And that's why actually I wanted to have a bigger picture over software engineering in a holistic way. Like what is happening in the whole application before diving into a niche of some sort.
Of course.
I just wanted to look at it.
Fine, fine, awesome. So, you have told me that you are enjoying solving code forces. So you have been
Yeah.
fun. You have having fun. Like I don't generally see like there are people, but I just see that people have been doing code forces just for cracking interviews and those stuff. But you have been
Yeah.
doing with fun. So what's the secret about liking
Yeah,
this
I would
thing?
like giving contest on code forces is really fun. Like I don't have a high rating or some sort, but I just like to solve problems over there because
Okay.
it gives the like while sitting on a contest, you get that adrenaline rush. And the only two times that I got other than the contests was in a hackathon with you, of course, and while in my time during my internship when the things were just like really spicy over there.
That 1 hour crash course of React. Oh,
Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. That was great.
leaving that and not bringing that
Yeah.
context. So,
Oh, speaking about context, you definitely left context API over
oh,
there.
yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
fine,
was
fine.
going on drawing trees for prompt drilling over there. Oh God. So embarrassing.
So let me give the context. So I have given him during our internship. I was giving him 1 hour crash course on React, and I missed the context
Yeah.
API. That is the state management thing, and then whole thing got
I
messed.
was going on drilling props over there, like anything. I built a tree on what prop went to where and
Oh
everything
shit!
else, and then I found out that something called context API is there.
Awesome, awesome.
Very embarrassing, but yeah, that's how we learn things.
Yes, yes. Of course, a mistake from my side, but yeah. Okay. So not going to that. So yeah, I like your attitude of like being solving code forces question just for having fun and not just for interviews. So
Yeah, and I
yes.
would I would suggest like all the people who are setting their feet in competitive programming as well, like look at it just as a multiplayer game to pass your
Oh,
time as
awesome,
well.
awesome,
But
awesome.
but but then too have a certain level of like seriousness over there. Be consistent, otherwise the ratings don't increase. Like mine didn't.
Okay, awesome, awesome, awesome. So then we have our final question. So we are not uh, making the video bigger. So coming to our last question, that is Google. So how did you crack Google? So Google is like a
Okay.
dream company of everyone, like even for me. But I didn't like. I even was not able
Yeah.
to crack. That's a separate thing. But yes, a dream company of like so many guys, like so many developers. So
Yeah.
so I would like to know, how did you crack Google?
I would say like a
What's
lot
the
of things
most?
added up over there.
Mhm.
Yeah, so a lot of things added up. Like the efforts were a summation of technical as well as soft skills over there. And I would
Okay.
say like everyone knows you need to know data structures and algorithms to pass the interviews. But other
Mm-hmm.
than that, I would emphasize on communication skills as well.
Okay.
Because if you just know the solution to a problem and you cannot communicate it with the interviewer, then it's of no good.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
And on
Yeah.
the other hand, if you don't have any idea how to solve this problem, but you work with the interviewer to arrive at a optimized solution, like there are times when you don't just get the proper optimization like right away in your brain.
Mm-hmm.
So then you need to work on stuff, you need to ask questions, and then go on with the interview. And
Yeah.
the interviewers are also very helpful over there. They can guide you to the right approach over
Like
there. So yeah,
if they see anyone trying like trying hard to approach the solution, of course they would help.
yeah,
Like yeah.
yeah, of
So.
course. You need to be correctly curious enough to ask the right questions over there.
Mm-hmm.
And for example, there have been many cases where the interviewers don't actually explain the whole question to the candidate,
Okay.
and the candidate needs to ask clarifying questions over there. Like I did in my second round of interview, the whole question
Mm-hmm.
was not clear.
Mm-hmm.
So I asked a lot of clarifying questions over there, like what are the constraints? Can I do this? Like
Got it.
then
Got
a
it.
lot of things that you need to ask. So
Mm-hmm.
you need to communicate effectively over there.
Totally agree. So, like the whole interview process was like about around DSA or anything like system design stuff, or yeah, like
No. There was no system design stuff. Like I don't think so. They do ask system design for freshers for the
okay.
SWE roles, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was more or less on the DSA and like on the googliness rounds. They did ask about the internship experience and
Mm-hmm.
about my personal projects as well. So yeah,
Okay. And how was like the level of questions, like lead code hard or like?
yeah, yeah. I would say lead code medium hard to hard, like on the harder part of the medium and hard questions were there.
Nice, nice.
Right, but
So.
you can work with the interviewer effectively to arrive at the solution. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it's like Google is still brainstorming on like giving lead code questions like DSA questions. So um, what should like I guess the people like those who are trying out to be placed in product based companies, they should of course target DSA more, focus on DSA more, I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, it's like DSA has been a good metric to know actually to know about the problem solving skills of a candidate. Like I personally think that if you gather your problem solving ability over one niche, then you can apply stuff or apply your mind to learn the things over another niche, and then you
Agree.
can
Agree
solve
that.
problems over there as well.
Agree that.
But then too, like for a particular niche, of course, the startups and other product-based companies also take interviews which don't include DSA. It's based on their own requirements.
Yep.
But
Yep.
DSA has been a good metric for testing these.
Currently I see like the startups that were building like the AI startups, they just want the working like They
Yeah,
just want the guy which can build in the day one itself. Like they want
yeah,
to,
exactly.
yeah.
It is. Yeah, it is based on the
That also makes
requirement of
sense.
the different companies, and it
Yeah,
also makes sense. Yeah, of
that
course.
also makes sense. Yep, yep.
And
So,
especially for startups where you need to they expect you to join and then start pushing code right away. So yeah, you need to know about stuff before
yep,
joining. So yeah,
yep. Of course, of course. They don't focus on DSL, but yeah, you get
yeah.
the drill. So, before ending, we have a rapid fire round for you. The
Okay,
questions have been not so spicy enough, but
thank
I
God.
got
All right.
I got something. So let's test out what do you feel. Okay, so
Okay.
starting with our first question, that is Python or JavaScript.
Well, that's a tough one. Okay, Python.
Okay, okay. So ChatGPT or Google Gemini.
Of course, Gemini.
So okay, like GitHub Copilot sort of stuff or Cursor.
Okay, so I haven't used Copilot personally. I have used Cursor, so I'll go with Cursor over there. But I have heard Copilot is a game changer over there as well. So yeah, I would say Cursor because I have used it.
Cursor is a lot of like a lot advanced. Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
yeah.
we have remote work or office work.
I would say office work because as we discussed earlier about the learning and that experience that is just unparalleled.
Okay, then we have startups or big tech for career growth.
Okay. Big tech, of course.
Okay,
But I
nice
would say like
opinions.
it really depends
Yeah, it
on
really depends.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
different
Okay,
stuff.
so
Yeah.
most overrated tech trend right now.
Most overrated tech trend. Okay. Uh, I would say the IDs, like the vibe coding IDs. And this
Okay,
is the most overrated
okay,
overrated thing right now because
okay.
in every 3 days a new model is coming and like the next day like there is a new update or
Yeah,
new
yeah,
product over there.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So yeah,
I agree to
the
that.
at first it was just GitHub Copilot, then we got
Mm-hmm.
Cursor, Windsurf, now Z, and I don't know,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
there are
yeah.
thousand more things over there.
Okay, fine, fine. So
VS Code Forks.
no, Z is not a VS Code Pro.
Yeah, Z is not one.
Z is
Yeah,
not one.
of course.
So so yeah. Before wrapping it up, we have
Yeah.
like, can you give any? Do you have like? Can you not? Can you like? Do you have any final advice for the people,
Yeah.
the audience?
Yeah. Okay. So, like in this current scenario, the market is, well, I would say not tough, but of course the bar has been raised
Mm.
for freshers. So now you need to know your stuff. You need to
Yep.
go in depth over one niche rather than the breadth. Of course, you need to learn new technologies and a lot many of them, but you do need to go in depth on one.
Yep.
So yeah, you need to know your stuff. And at the end of the day, not just for the tech people, but the entrepreneurs right now, like the investors are looking for founders who know their stuff. Like a lot of new products have been coming into the market where people are just vibe coding
Yep.
stuff.
Yep. Yep.
And at the
Yep.
end of the day, we get to know that they use Excel sheets as database. So yeah, so that won't
Yeah.
work.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So you need to know your stuff.
I agree. I agree. That makes sense. So yeah, like after the AI have been like so booming and so advancing, so we see the bar raising high, like to any
Yeah,
field, like in any space, like full stack. You catch on full stack. You catch on other IT spaces like cloud or anything. Like the bar has like raised a lot. Like so, we need to have
yeah.
more deep understanding and more deep knowledge of the concept. So yes,
Yeah,
I agree
exactly.
to that.
Because the LLMs nowadays, like for experienced and seasoned professionals,
Mm-hmm.
they can just use LLMs instead of hiring a junior
Yeah,
intern
yeah.
or developer as well. Because
Mm-hmm.
they can just assign the repetitive tasks to the LLM and
Yep,
it would just take care of it greatly.
yep, yep, yep. Awesome, awesome. So we had a great time talking to you.
Yeah.
So I guess I should bring up more videos with you. We should take
Ah,
a spicy,
of course.
controversial topic and bring up on the stage and throw some opinions on that. So I have idea
For
on that.
sure.
So for today, let's wrap it up. And I hope
Yeah,
you liked I enjoyed the podcast really, and I hope
me
you
too.
enjoyed also.
Yeah.
And for the audience,
Hit the
do give
like
it.
and subscribe button below.
Also, do comment in that you liked the video or not. I guess it was
Yeah.
fun. I tried a lot to make it chill, chill
Yeah,
type.
of course it was chill. Totally candid.
Of course, we had fun.
Thank you for having me. It was a great time.
Awesome. Thank you for coming, bro. Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's meet in any other day. So yeah, let's see you. Bye.
Okay.
So those who don't know, we have been doing this the second time. It's our second recording. So behind the scenes, behind the scenes.